Yeah, you guys have been saying my name wrong this entire time. It's not Regis Kilbin, it's Reggie Skilbin. It's taken me 10 years to work up the courage to admit this, but it's Reggie Skilbin, which makes it perfect for today's deck that's all about skills. I'm trolling, of course, it's Regis, but this is a skill-based deck because we got the Hunger this week, another collectible skill, kind of like Astral Projection, and I also just ran a bunch of cards that make skills, like Clea with Flames of the Faltine, of course, Agamotto with his 4 skill cards. We got Merlin making a bunch of skills, basically all the wizards initially, Ancient One with Tau Mandala, and I tried to build a little deck here that can kind of fuse all of those things together in an interesting way. Mostly for fun, like as a theme deck, like an all-in skill deck, not really as a competitive deck. I did see a super competitive looking deck on Twitter from Owl God, who has probably 6 of these cards in their deck that seemed really, really good. I'll flash that up on screen right now. If you want to play like a good version of this deck, do that. If you want to play a meme version that's like surprisingly competitive, because I did go 9-9 exactly with this deck somehow. This is kind of the fun, crazy all-in version, because you've got like Joaquin in here, which can enable all the one cost skills. Hunger in particular is kind of fun with that, as we saw in our previous video. Then you got Ancient One. Really, Tau Mandala can only copy Joaquin, but like sometimes that can make a little play. You got Eitri drawing the Agamotto cards. Astral Projection can hit various skills, but also I put an Arnim Zola in here as a way to potentially pay off that Astral Projection. Also, Arnim Zola is halfway decent with big Agamottos because, Joaquin plus Temporal Manipulation can make him like 16 power or more sometimes. And then that can create some big copies with Arnim Zola. You got Nicholas Scratch in here scaling up with all the skills. And Werewolf by Night is really a great tool when you have all these skills bouncing around that are super cheap, buffing him every single time without actually occupying space, making him awesome. Marvel Boy in here for the Clea, but also, free buff sometimes on Scratch, Eitri as well. So it was like a lot of weird little disparate parts, and like, yeah, you really probably shouldn't have Ancient One. I don't even really know if Joaquin belongs in here, and Astral Projection, Arnim Zola is weird. So they don't really all go together. Again, play the good version of the deck if you're looking for something super, super competitive. But this still worked. Like I said, I went 9-9. It's not bad, man. Like for a meme deck, surprisingly okay. I was shocked how often these things came together and weird lines would just pop up with all the various skills. It was also really unpredictable for opponents. So all in all, not a great deck. Probably takes some skill to play well, but ultimately actually a really super fun deck, as you're about to see. I've played Joaquin twice this week with Hunger. I don't think I've played Joaquin in like, I don't even know, months and months. We'll definitely save Temporal for Joaquin Onslaughts. That looks insane. Ancient One would be kind of funny, but probably not actually that good. I don't know, man. It might actually be good. Who knows? That could be pretty sick. If we got like Joaquin on 2, Ancient One on 3, even just those 2 alone would give you insane hits on Temporal Manipulation. And like if you drew a Hunger, right, you'd have like a giant Agamotto and a giant a Horde, and that would probably be enough to win. So maybe we'll try to draw Ancient One. It's so funny. I'll go like 10 games and never draw any good combinations of cards, and then I'll talk about it for one game and I'll hit the craziest draw sequence, and you guys probably think I'm basically like a wizard, drawing exactly what I want. The reality is you're just seeing that, there's survivorship bias on the games you see. You don't see the 12 times. I'm incredibly frustrated because I can't draw what I want. You think I'm absolutely insane. I think I hacked the game. I see they changed her shield finally, by the way. Instead of having the stolen art or whatever, the stolen logo from Kamen Rider? Common Rider? I don't know how you say that. I've seen that name of that 1,000 times. Like, I don't actually know how you pronounce it though. Common sounds more Japanese to me, I guess. Bolts. Yeah, I mean, I guess you just go Tau Temporal for now, right? We're not going to be any better at beating a Galactus here, but that's okay. Like we said, just 2 of these is still an insane Agamotto, and then I think you just go Agamotto Arnim Zola, right? And surely that holds. Even against big Red Wing stuff, I have to imagine this is so big that it's got to be enough. I mean, I don't even know what it's going through. 25 plus or something, 30 plus, 34. Wow, yeah. If 34 and 34 don't win, like, congrats to the opponent, right? That's all I got to say. Congrats to you, man. This is a good Ghost Rider Black Vortex, by the way. Oh my good God. Are you serious? Are you actually serious right now? Surely they don't play there again, do they? Like, surely they're not expecting Arnim Zola. Can I do Astral Projection? No. Hold up. If I play Bolts this turn, next turn I can play. It's gonna be a 50-50, right? I'll have 10 energy. I can play Agamotto Astral, but it's gonna be a 50-50 at best. Is it worth it for a 50-50? Like, do I need the E-Tree to win is what I'm thinking about, basically, right? Oh, I don't know. Can I do it the other way where I play Agamotto now and then next turn I play Bolts and Astral? It's the same 50-50. Boy, I don't know. I'm tempted, guys. I'm going to try the 50-50, I think, because I'm really worried about winning right. I'm really worried. Yeah, see, like, God dang it. They're in on right again, dude. I'm gonna play for this 50-50. Null is the. I needed the points, bro. I'm so annoyed. Well, hold up though. It's Arnim Zola. No, hold up. No, if I hit, I'm an actual god. Oh, this is the biggest 50-50 of my life, dude. Do this for me one time, game. Give me this 50-50 one time, game. I don't think I do images left with Agamotto, right? That doesn't really make any sense. I just gotta hit this 50-50, dog. Oh my God, please. Any other card in hand would be so fine. Looks like they're playing in a way where I would have won anyways. I'm like extra tilted, but at the same time, like, that doesn't really matter. It hurts my horde, of course, but it doesn't really matter. I just need to hit this 50-50. It's so easy, dude. It's so easy, dude. Let's go, dude. We would have won the safe route, but this is like the extra exciting route, dude. This is so fun, dude. This is so fun, dude. Yes! I got to do so many weird things in this game, right? Like Ancient One, I haven't really used much. I haven't used Astral Projection much. Like, this is a big win, dude. Well, they're giving me the emote, the morph. Are you kidding? This is the sickest play that's ever been made, dude. You can't give me that emote on this play, dude. This is sick and weird and unusual. You can't be frustrated by these kinds of plays. You should respect these kinds of plays. Scratch. Sure, yeah. Let's go. Beware the Reggie Skilbin. DC, I don't think we're good at, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Let's curve it in. You could save it for post Werewolf, but I think that's going to be hard to time, right? So Marvel Boy on 3s, kind of meh. You know, he even with just one drop, he is, you know, effectively you get 4 turns, right? So he's kind of a 3/6 if you think about it that way, which isn't too bad. Remember when this card first got data mined and it gave +2 power, and I was like, this is the strongest card ever made, and it's actually still been really good at 1 power. It was literally going to be like at 330 or something sometimes, you know, like one squirrel made this card like 320 plus. I forget the numbers exactly. Somebody math it out, but it was going to be insane. Yeah, this lets you maybe get a good images later. Just kind of start with the, I mean, honestly, you could almost do it next turn on curve, but you're probably slightly better off with the Werewolf first. Maybe X Mansion will end up being a Merlin. Opponent clearly some kind of created card stack, probably Victoria hand stuff. Mirage hits Werewolf or Ancient One, I guess. Claw is pretty good. A lot of power. E-Tree, I wouldn't have been too mad about an E-Tree either, but I'll take the numbers instead, right? Ooh, Clea is honestly nuts though. Okay, so now we've got Clea to get another Marvel Boy hit, which could pivot you away from images until turn 6 at least, right? I don't know where we're going to want to play the Clea card, but I'm not mad about anything happening here. Claw also kind of would have been cool for images. Oh, okay, that's going to make right feel like a waste if we go images right. So maybe you have to go images left, but then you lose your Claw, like we said. Astral, you could do Astral images for cheaper next turn as well, by the way. Oh god, Ancient One left is also insane. I didn't think about. Oh my god, Ancient One left is insane. I didn't think about. Am I stupid? We actually have an ongoing card generated for once. It's insane, and I didn't think about it. Maybe you just do this then. I'm gonna get another Flames. I'm just really locking in there. Do I always win mid like this? I think so. I don't know. They're going right again. Misery Arnhem Zola's wild. Okay. That eats a lot of numbers at least. Like, it's still a net gain for them, I guess, but they do get what? Well, actually, Mirage here doesn't get anything, right? Doesn't she have to have a character? I think she misses. They do save just a lot of numbers, though. But I mean, we're still in a good spot, right? It's just about winning mid now with what's it gonna be? 21. Glad there's a body at least for this to hit. That's nice. But we have a huge lead, right? And then I guess I'll just try to pull the werewolf mid, right? So that you say, hey, like, okay, so Tau goes here, werewolf goes there. And then I guess you just Flames. Well, I mean, these don't do anything, right? Images doesn't do anything. Bolts doesn't do anything. I guess we can take a cycle then, right? You can get a werewolf mid first. So you go bolts, Tau, Flames. Do you trust right with like 16, 17? Yeah. I mean, this is really overkill mid is the thing, but I think I trust right, don't I? Like, they're not going to contest right when they're down a monster. Oh, crap. They're contesting right. Not really, though, right? They're really contesting mid. That's their biggest play, right? They're going to go like Victoria Hand right or something. Briga. Yeah, it's not really contesting right. It's just going to be the dump. I think this is right. Werewolf needed to go mid, it looks like. Yeah. Okay. They got that werewolf earlier. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this is going to be great. Claw here, gonna light it up, dude. Yeah, the randomly generated ongoing for once actually making us pretty good, man. To be honest, Nicholas Scratch is like almost big enough to contest as well, by the way. It's pretty cool. I am moving a car. Oh no, hold up. No way. I'm fine. Oh, it's not moving. Oh, it's not moving. I was thinking wins. I was thinking wins of Watum for a second. Oh no, I'm fine. It's perfect, actually. I was thinking wins, not flames. I was like, oh god, am I moving monster right? Losing 18 to 17. That's what I thought. But no, this is perfect. This is our biggest scratch, maybe. I guess that's mostly from Marvel Boy, though, really, right? Like, he gained 4 from Marvel Boy, so yeah. No, this is great, dude. 34 to 25 was close. 17 to 8 was close. They put a demon here, we would have been even closer. Probably would have won a tiebreaker, though. Good little game, dude. Claw kind of saved us, I think. I don't know. This game would have been really hard without Claw. Eitree's amazing. Yeah, no, that's great. Maybe you should just always put those left for, like, images. Oh, never mind. That's good, too. Yeah, Joaquin mid's fine. Just get bodies for Stark Industry. With, you know, skills, obviously, we're not too worried about space occupying. And having 2 little guys together, too, is still good for images, honestly, because you can put a big Agamotto there and just farm that up. I guess we'll go bolts this turn. Yep, that's fine. Ooh, Marvel Boy. Kind of tempting, but don't really need it. Chimichanga I can save for later. I don't want, if I'm going to transform these with images at some point. Like, we know we're drawing Agamotto this game, guaranteed, off temporal manipulation. Hopefully we don't organically draw it, but Jocasta we can mess up with wins actually pretty nicely. I don't think that's something we're doing now, for the record, but it's definitely a possibility. Maybe I just throw the Chimichanga in first to get a +2 on it. Am I okay with that? I don't think I care about the space too much, right? Yeah. I am admittedly wasting a lot of Bolt's energy here. Sunspot in this deck seems like it'd almost be worth it sometimes, man. I like the 16 power Agamotto, though. That's beautiful. So hopefully that holds mid. I mean, mid is honestly really strong on its own. You could maybe just do Agamotto left. But now I'm really looking at wins left because I want to break those 2 up for sure. And I have a huge lead mid, like crazy big lead mid already. So, and we have priority. So wins we know is going to hit. Klea's really nice here already. Yeah, I guess we go Clea left. We're never gonna get a good images, so it would be Agamotto always. Actually, you can go Astral right now, but not really in a compelling way. I think it's just always Agamotto Clea card, right? So Wind separates these two, which is great. Puts a weak card mid as well, so that lead gets even stronger. And then I don't know, I think you probably dump Agamotto left, but maybe right, just depending here on what's going on. We'll have to see which feels better. The Clea card. Oh, the Prodigy whiff too. Nice. Okay. I think this goes left. Ah, they're just done. Nice, dude. Nice. The disruption is too annoying. Yeah. Nice. That's a great win for us, honestly. Just really just kind of ruined everything. They had like the dream and we just completely screwed with it. Yeah. Nice. I like it a lot. Very fun. E-Tree first. Yeah, sure. That looks good. Temporal and bolts are fun as well. I really like Agamotto, man. I feel like he's like maybe a little underrated. It definitely, you know, it's the deck disruption side of it. It's inconsistent. You got a bunch of cards you don't know what are gonna do. I get that side of it for sure, but wins on Hood. I mean, not usually that disruptive, to be honest, because they might have a way to punish this Hood anyway. You know, they're gonna misery it. They're gonna, you know, Viper it, whatever, something, right? Probably not Viper, but it might just, you know, it might just go away. Be really nice if it went into their Iron Patriot lane, by the way. Did I forget to activate E-Tree again? I gotta do that more often. Keep forgetting. It doesn't really actually usually delay me as long as I have a no, like I had a known turn 3. It was unlikely I ever pivoted from that, but like technically definitely better to do it this way. Luna gets the Patriot to hit. Okay, Ice Cube's pretty good for me. I can weave in a Temporal Manipulation now for one more Werewolf cycle. Oh no, I get another energy too from what was it from? Oh yeah, Bolts. Bolts I got. No, not from Bolts. What did I play? Oh no, we're on turn 4. Oh, never mind. That's wow. I know how the turns work, guys. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't think Atlantis is, I mean, Atlantis could activate, and we actually have a pretty sick Panopticon images play as well. Maybe, in fact, I finish with Temporal here, so we can just do that next turn, right? Yeah, that looks perfect. Does Grand Central screw me? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm thinking of Arnim Zola, but we'll have already achieved what we need to out of it. So if Arnim Zola hits King E-Tree, it's like whatever. We'll have, you know, some insane amount of power right anyway. 21 or something already. More than that with Panopticon, I guess. So should be okay. Locking in the permanent cube is really the goal. Oh, I called it on the misery. No! I just didn't have another target, right? Like I would have either had that or nothing. So I you know, it just sucks. I would have waited and not had a moment for it. Although it looks like I probably have a moment exactly this turn for the record. Yeah. I think that's my best bet, right? 7s is a lot. 2 of them are created. I will say I can't really, like if I play Arnim Zola, they're all gonna move, which, well, Arnim Zola may get pulled anyway. I don't know. It's probably fine. Does 21 hold, or well, 25 I guess hold. I think it holds usually. Oh boy, now I need to move him. Oh, now I need to move him, dog. Shoot. I mean, that honestly almost holds anyway, though, weirdly. We did hit the... Dude, now I might just be able to Arnim Zola left, although I guess that doesn't really win mid. We're only at 19. I mean, it kind of wins mid. It also kind of wins right and left. Hold up, this might actually work, dude. All the werewolves moving over. They each are at 15. Does this hold? Oh no, they played mid. We lose, I think. Oh my God, Tribunal. I don't even know now, dude. I don't even know. All the numbers got changed. I've lost our numbers. Vibranium Mines doesn't matter, thank God. Mirage. I think are we gonna be okay? I don't know. It's gonna be really close. We're at 19 mid. I think we only had 15 left and 15 right though, sadly. So I don't think we get there. It's really close, dude. Oh no, we're at 17 mid. Oh my God, why is it so close? The Tribunal really threw a wrinkle in things here. The Shadow King won the game though, 100%, right? Like without Shadow King, we would have had some big time numbers and would have made a different play. Although I don't know, we might have been a little stuck with the Arnim Zola weirdly. I'm not so sure, but it was a cool game either way. E-Tree is totally fine early. Yeah, we can save skills for post Werewolf. Ancient One only good with Joaquin. I mean, you know, it's a 3/5 on reveal, I guess, if nothing else. It's a Werewolf buff, if nothing else. I guess I can live with that. Yeah, Merlin's awesome. Okay, this also gets us to 10 with Starbrand Crater, but you sort of want Werewolf down first, so probably not ready for that quite yet, but soonish. Werewolf looks good to me left. Polymorph is great on King E-Tree. Images Werewolf could be good, but might be hard to line everything up. Bastos Chavez. Hand buff, deck buff stuff, maybe. I guess specifically deck buff right now, of course, but. Bro, look at all these skills. This is crazy, actually, dude. We want Hunger not putting it mid, I think. Do I want to transform the Hunger? It usually gets weaker is the thing. So maybe we do the Polymorph mid last. You go Omniversal, Temporal, Polymorph on King E-Tree. So Horde goes somewhere else. Polymorph transforms King E-Tree. You cycle Werewolf mid twice. He ends up mid this turn. That's fine, I guess. I don't know. You could actually images him. He'll be so big already. It's crazy how big he gets, actually, honestly. Zombie Horde, right? Sure. We're going to be able to do a fair bit of stuff next turn. But images might just make the most sense. I mean, Merlin is kind of big on his own. If you could images somewhere else, it might be worth more, right? How much energy am I going to have? Not that much. Oh, Medusa is a crazy hit. Let's go, dude. Images is still nuts, but I might just play Agamotto right now that I've got this cloning Vats. I don't know. Once in future on a Horde's not bad. Ooh, Winds of Watum mid could really disrupt that torch. I think I'm just gonna throw out the Horde for the Werewolf cycle, right? And the energy boost. I think that's pretty nice, yeah. We'll still have 10 for Starbrand Craters. We'll have quite a bit of energy next turn. Cycles the Werewolf once, so we're stacked up right, but we might lose priority, which could be good. That might be advantageous. It's crazy how big the werewolves get, man. It's like crazy how big they get. We are probably just playing another Agamotto though, right? Okay, so this is definitely Surfer stuff. Oh, getting the early Surfer here. I like this. Okay. Getting the second Surfer Shaw. Ooh, Winds might not work now though, because they're definitely going to play 2 more cards here, right? That's the issue now. I mean, you feel like they just want to play these 2 things again, you know, and Shaw's really not that big. So do they give up? Do they give up right or do they give up left? You know, I'm saying like maybe I just give up mid, don't I? And just try to win left with Agamotto. What if they go like Brood? That'd be fine. Brood Surfer would only leave the. Oh no, Brood would not be fine. They would get. Well, it would be because I'm Omniversaling the Panopticon. Actually, if it wasn't for the Omniversal, it would not be fine. Opponent is just like, no thanks. I think this is the move though. I think you just give up mid and you just try to cycle the Werewolf a bunch, ending him up right. So you have Agamotto Werewolf, crazy big right if they go right, and then you hope that Agamotto holds left, right, at 13. Because if they just dump Shaw Surfer, that's not enough. If they go Brood Surfer, it would normally be enough with the created cards, because it would be basically 6, 6, and 4, which would be, you know, 16. But without Panopticon, it's only 12 for Brood Surfer. I mean, I guess if it got hit by a Chavez or something, right? Did we account for that? Like, I don't know. But they also want to go mid, kind of. Like, they don't want to give up mid because Werewolf can contest anywhere, right? So I think this would have been fine. Temporal manipulation, do we wait on? Oh, well, no, we don't have to wait. We have cloning Vats. Let's just do that, yeah. Bro, this might be insane. We might just go for like a giant Agamotto and then just copy him and play him again, you know? Like just Agamotto wins the game kind of thing. Because we can go Joaquin, Temporal and just, you know, like lead into the turn 5 Agamotto and then turn 6 Agamotto go again. This is actually going to be nuts. Invisible Woman, though? Uh-oh, that makes me nervous. What could that be? Why do you have that? What's that about? I could Winds of Watum that if I wanted to. Maybe we wait though, because it's always gonna hit the Invisible Woman. It's not like they have other options. Could this be, dude? Invisible Woman, I just don't even know. So he's up to 25. Yeah, 25, and we're about to go again, so that's cool. So next turn we just play the Agamotto in the remaining spot, and then I'm not gonna be able to play in Vault though, I guess, but that doesn't surely matter, right? I'm also not playing Winds if I do this. Hold up, is 25 enough? Do we maybe just not get greedy here? Is the Invisible Woman really a thing? Is this a bot? Like, I got a lot of questions now. I don't hate a Bolt either. Like, it gives you a lot more flexibility, right? Because I could still maybe do something in Vault. If I got an Arnim Zola, I could maybe try to roll for an Astral Arnim Zola. That would be so sick, dude. I think this is better, right? We don't need another Joaquin. It's outrageous. This is fine. Bolt gives me a lot more flexibility here, because now I can play Winds and Agamotto left next turn, maybe disrupt this Invisible Woman in a meaningful way. It's just like Invisible Woman on Cloning Vats in particular, right? It just doesn't really, you know, it doesn't really do anything. Yeah, this is gonna have plenty of hand space. I mean, I think this is fine. I'm just putting the scratch over there, like, just as a flyer. I don't actually expect it to contest, but I don't really need it mid. I don't think. Oh, this is definitely a bot, right? Hell cow. I mean, it could be like a weird OG Hella deck or something. I don't know. Let's see. Do we disrupt anything here? They didn't play right at all, though, which is weird. I mean, I guess if you're a Hella deck, maybe you don't really care that much. Swordmaster hits Lady Sif. Okay. I mean, it does still kind of feel like a weird Hella deck, right? I mean, I think that's still true. Surely this is fine against a weird Hella deck. Yeah, okay. I don't know if it's a bot or not, man. I mean, it definitely feels like it, but I don't know. Not necessarily, right? I broke something about the deck tracker here, guys. I don't know what's up. There it goes. It's back. Nicholas Scratch on turn 1 is the absolute dream for us. Perfect. Joaquin on 2, also quite reasonable. I felt like I had to run Joaquin because I wanted to run Ancient One because she's got a skill. Like, you know, again, much like my deck yesterday, I'm making some sacrifices here for theme. I'm not necessarily trying to optimize the deck, which is really hurting my ranking a lot, by the way. I actually am gonna have to legit concentrate for hitting infinite soon. I guess with skills we're actually pretty okay to load up London early. It's already the 19th of this month. I realized. It's like, dude, I hit infinite with 2 days last month. I've never not hit infinite in this game, so I always have to try. Like, once that thread broke on Hearthstone at one point when I stopped hitting legend, I was like, just never worried about it again. I don't want to lose that. I don't want to care about it. So let's go bolts. Temporal manipulation, of course, will be insane on Joaquin, and you know, if it hits double Joaquins and Londons, like, you're talking about some crazy buffs to Agamotto. Hopefully don't draw Agamotto, obviously. Acid Arrow sucks. Merlin could get rid of that, but we don't have a Merlin. Zombie Fantastic puts the Horde left. So they are kind of locked in there, but that means Giant Mans are gonna have no trouble getting big. I'm gonna have to get some crazy plays here, dude. I just feel like Werewolf's gonna be too hard to get in, right, man? Do I even bother with the Werewolf, dude? Like, oh, it's too hard, right? Bro, what if I just hit this Acid Arrow? What if I just hit this Acid Arrow? I mean, Joaquin screws me. I'm screwed. Screwed. Also, it doesn't do any good going left either. I have all this energy and nowhere to play, man. It sucks, actually. It sucks. I don't even want Werewolf in. It's literally just this. It sucks, dude. It really sucks. This Horde's gonna be so big, and then freaking Giant Man's gonna be so big. There's no way I can compete, right? I mean, if this goes right, I am gonna have a Giga Chad Agamotto, but it's not gonna be bigger than double Giant Man. There's no way. Didn't even go right. I mean, yeah, again, it's just really not It's just not doing anything for me here, man. I don't know. I need no, I think we're just losing, right? If Horde goes left, we'll at least, well, no, I don't think we will beat their Horde. I don't know. It's still going to gain 1 million. Opponent's reasonably snapping here because I think we're losing always. There's no images of icon play. There's no, I just don't think we have anything. I think just Giant Man just completely destroys you here. Assuming they have the Giant Man, there's just no world where you compete. Agamotto's big, but he's not that big, man. Horde goes right. Which is kind of cool. Does Hunger ever go right here? I don't think it matters because the Giant Man's going to be a created card. Dude, I cannot hit that second Joaquin to save my freaking life. The second Giant Man's just going to be too big, right? He's going to be 1 million power. So it just doesn't, you know, there's no world where it matters. Winds of Watum actually would be kind of a cool play because you could fill, well, no, they have priority. So no, even that would not work either. I mean, we know Giant Man is 14. It's true that he doesn't proc the Scarlet Witch. So he's 14 plus 4 is 18. And then it's going to be 18 plus 16 over there, which we don't beat 18 plus 16, right? Because it's just a single Agamotto, right? So they're adding like 34 points here. Doesn't even count the Fantastics, I forgot. So it's really like 36 points here. We'd only be adding, you know, and actually I think Panopticon's 38 points here. Yeah, we would just never be adding enough, so we can't do it. We're at the look, you know, but the acid arrows kind of cooked us a little bit. The Joaquin rolls were bad. Like, if, you know, maybe we got some good Joaquin rolls, we would have had a little more confidence, but all right, scratch early. Let's do it, man. Yeah, that's actually pretty sick. Is this deck winning or not yet? I don't know. I feel like I've been doing okay. I don't think I've been doing good, but okay, which is actually pretty good for a theme deck sometimes. Sometimes you'll accept okay. MS on Hunger, right? I think we want Werewolf pops in particular. Turn 4, we have a really good line here, so that's fine. Sinister Ant-Man, huh? That's weird. Oh, Ant-Man not there, but that does look kind of scary, to be honest. Yeah, we'll go Werewolf first, then we'll go Bolt's Hunger, Shocker. Okay, this is actually probably Ultron Patriot, isn't it? Yeah, it's Ultron Patriot for sure. I don't really care where the Hunger goes right now, so I think, I don't know, putting him mid's fine for now. Joaquin Torres would be sick, but I just don't have the cards for all that, right? Yeah, this is definitely Ultron Patriot, and I actually think I am gonna have a hard time beating that, right? If Patriot goes right, it's just 1 million points. Well, I don't know. Astral Arnhem's kind of cool, but it's hard to force right now. Wins, could lock them up a little bit, but it does sometimes enable these cards, which they've put in the wrong spot, which does, by the way, make me think they're a bot for sure. Mention that. Zola, I can force the Zola, but I gotta make some weird plays in the meantime, you know. If I go like wins, well, I guess I go images to turn that into a scratch, then you go wins to bring the werewolf back, and then use Zola the werewolf. That kind of weird though. Like, that's not very good, is it? Do both werewolves end up mid after the projection, or do they not see it? I don't know how that works. I think they probably don't see it. So hopefully we hit Shocker here. Image is obviously not very exciting. Tiger or Shocker now are both better, I guess. I mean, this is definitely a bot, by the way, right? Like, no doubt this ain't a bot. Gotta be a bot, man. Nice. Okay, that probably wins the game, I think. Now mid, or excuse me, right is totally free. Left, we're already pretty strong. I don't know how this works though. Do the werewolves go back mid? Do they see the projection finish, or do they have to see it start and finish? They do not. They had it. Okay. Oh, I forgot about Valley of the Hand. I'm a genius, dude. This is gonna move a werewolf right and a werewolf left, and then bring 2 werewolves mid, which is actually perfect. I'm honestly such a genius on Valley of the Hand. I didn't even see it. Oh, I'm so smart. My brain is so smart. So like as we just saw, like the new werewolves will not register the Arnhem Zola and pull themselves back mid. We literally just saw that. So 2 new werewolves will be left and right at 11 each. right? And then 2 werewolves will end up mid at 13 each, so you'd have 26. And then I don't know, this looks like you'd have 25 again and then 11 again. Yeah, this would be an insane, this is actually an insane game. Shame it's a bot. I hate stomping on bots, but it's still a pretty sick game. E-Tree early is fantastic. Wakanda Embassy kind of sucks for us because we always have less, just generally we have less cards, characters in hand to get buff. But that's okay. We're still happy to see Werewolf by Night, I guess. Certainly not mad about bolts either. Can we get a 2-drop? We have so many cheap cards. We cannot get a 2-drop. Oh, I didn't hit E-Tree, you idiot. It doesn't matter now because I have a curve, but there's no reason not to hit him as early as possible, I think. Might as well, right? Okay, Savage Land, we can actually contest on that, okay. Triple manipulation's great. We can just go bolts manipulation here. We really care where Werewolf ends up right now. If we leave mid totally open, we could do Arnim Zola Werewolf stuff. We have, oh my good God, sir. Legion already? I'm like not that bad at Savage Land though, weirdly, because of all these skills. I can actually just bounce this werewolf around a surprising amount. Images of Icon on King E-Tree's also not good necessarily, but it's not the worst, right? Does this also work? This works, right? Werewolf moves here off hunger. Images goes off. I have a bunch of 11 power dudes here. I guess would I rather do that right just so I win? I guess maybe I just win right this way then. If I go ancient one here, I end up with a werewolf mid. Honestly, that might just hold, frankly, and then just play Agamotto wherever, right? I think this works, doesn't it? Bouncing the Raptors, that's pretty sweet. They got some cool plays here, man. Sentry too, this guy's a baller, man. Oh, I forgot about Horde. Oh, I forgot about Horde, you idiot. I don't have any space for it. Crap. Well, now I'm stuck mid. Shoot. Shoot, I forgot about the freaking Horde. Crap. Well, that sucks. Now I can't get big enough. Oh, crap. No, I'm fine though. It doesn't matter. This is fine, right? You pull one werewolf over, right? And then Clea puts you at 24. That's all you need. 24 to 22. Minus, you know, like a random blue marvel or some garbage. Mid, you don't actually contest, but you hope that the werewolf wins left and Clea wins right. I think we're okay, maybe. I don't know. Raptors could mess with them a little bit, but you know, the math is not there for us, unfortunately. So one werewolf moves. Clea holds right. Cosmic Ghost Rider doesn't matter. Nico doesn't matter. Space Stone doesn't matter. I screwed it up with the Horde, but it didn't matter, dude. The Lions got there. We beat the crazy Legion, dude. Pretty pumped. It's a good little win. Tough little game. Werewolf images, by the way, is kind of a sick combo I never thought about before. From a spacing standpoint and stuff, it's a little better than some images, which are weird from spacing, I guess.